Open your eyes. I awoke to see the rest of the world asleep. I looked around, felt the chill in the atmosphere. Hell is empty, all the devils are here. They hid the truth in the ink. They hid the war in the word, listen. 1452 dumb diverses. Drop the pen. Papa Bulls giving green lights to the darkest sins of men. Romanus Pontifex calling indigenous souls pray. Still in the land, terra nullius, fading the black to gray. They held the cross like a sword. They did a standard of war. In Hawks I know Vince's. What you think they brought the ships for? It wasn't about salvation, it was a global invasion, a calculated expansion to build a capital nation. They didn't just take the soil, they took the rights of the living. A permanent state of war, dressed up in holy forgiving. Monopoly board was set before we even could play. And we've been rolling the dice on stolen property since that day. We wouldn't be in this condition unless we were out of our minds. Society structured to keep us serving the blind. Dr. Wilson said it best, when self-hate is the curse, the psychology fractures and your whole mind is reversed. You love the things that destroy you, hate what advances your growth. Swearing allegiance to systems, why you're bleeding the most. Until we learn to love ourselves and break the construction. We're living in a world that's built on self-destruction. Let's break the Latin down, language as a weapon of mass. Conditioning in your press while they sitting in class. They tell you to be nice, necious, meaning ignorant, blind. Keep you civil and stupid, erasing the power of mind. Here comes the missionary, Hillary, sent to the show. Throwing the ancestors deep into a spiritual war. You waiting on a rapture, meaning the seas. The middle passage was a kidnap that brought us to our knees. Then their religion, meaning the tie in the bind, holding back our progression for 2 centuries of time. Called us a Cretan when they conquered the space, using the word of the divine to put a chain on the race. When you know the root of the word, you see the blood on the floor. The vocabulary of peace was just the syntax of war. We wouldn't be in this condition unless we were out of our minds. Society structured to keep us serving the blind. Dr. Wilson said it best, where self-hate is the curse, the psychology fractures and your whole mind is reversed. You love the things that destroy you, hate what advances your growth. Swearing allegiance to systems, why you're bleeding the most. Until we learn to love ourselves and break the construction. We're living in a world that's built on self-destruction. We ain't just immigrants, laborers of willing hands. We prisoners of war, surviving on conquered lands. They couldn't give us power rights, so they made us chattel. Inheriting the battle, passing the captive status down from the mother to child, while they push the lost cause meant to keep the narrative mild. Saying black people sold their own to try and deflect the blame, protecting European empires who invented the game. March 2023, the Vatican drops a plea repudiating the doctrine, saying they finally see, but an apology don't alter the monopoly board, when all the wealth and the laws are still held by the Lord. Yeah, the transition of freedom was just a shift in the law.